be the 7th generation, I'm proud. I'm glad that I get to carry it on. But there is the pressure. I think I'm just a placeholder. You know, my biggest goal, and I don't know how to get there yet, is to turn it over to the 8th. You know, I don't want to be the one that sells this off.
The biggest hurdle for us was affordability, finding enough acreage in our price range.
Because it's all prime agricultural river bottom soils, Hadley and Winooski, and it's a little hard to find. It's often, you know, the first land to get snapped up.
You know, deep down, I'm tied to the land, and I looked for something to do, one, that I enjoyed. You know, I thoroughly enjoy cutting wood, and two, you know, there's a great amount of satisfaction. You can see your work, and then working closely in a community, you know, that means a lot to me.
When we moved here, I had this realization that I had this huge responsibility to my community. I have the ability to sequester carbon here. I can make us more flood resilient and drought resilient in our food system, and I felt like I was really like I had a responsibility to do those things to the best of my ability.
First time I applied to the Viability Program, it was a matching grant. I was really excited. That was the first time that I've ever applied to a grant and got money. I mean, I don't even buy scratchy tickets or anything like that. So the rumination collars will check the cows 24/7, tell me how much they eat, how much they're ruminating, if they're not eating. Really alerts me to any sicknesses that they have before like a human can catch it. So the technology is just, it's the best, really. Now that we have it, I don't know how we function without it. Puts the cow comfort and the cow health up front, for sure.
Through working with the Viability Program, we've been able to access this land and moving to CSA and opening our farm stand here in Granville, and it's been great to see the way that has helped us build and become part of this community that we've moved to.
I think small diversified farms have helped build community and strengthen the local economy and makes us as a state more resilient to everything that's happening, you know, from climate change to food insecurity and food access.
People like to see Vermont the way that it is. Many landowners that own forest land need to cut timber to help maintain that land as forest land. Maybe a lot of people in their business or in their job, you know, there's a social aspect to it, but we don't have that in logging. Steve Bick's been instrumental in implementing and getting these loggers together. The impact of all these different programs on my business, you know, it comes to fruition during a downturn.
The implementation grant helped us purchase a walk-in freezer that was actually appropriately scaled to the building we built and scaled to our needs as a meat producer.
It's easy to build in efficiencies with cows because it's fun. They're megafauna. They have big eyes, and it's easy to want to think about them. But thinking about flow in a building is a little bit less glamorous, but it's so important to our business to running well. We didn't have good business sense, and so our first meeting with Jen, I was so nervous because she asks really hard, good questions about where you're going and what your goals are and what you need to do to live the life that you want to. And I think we were just sort of like babies in that regard and needed a lot of shaping and moving and nudging into a direction that would allow us to be able to do that, to sort of embody the we're going somewhere. We want the farm to be profitable and viable.
It made me think. The most value that I got out of it was taking the time, sitting down at the computer and thinking. Then it opens doors because you have questions, and then you're able to reach out to these advisors and different people that kind of like that's their expertise. You're secluded up here, so you kind of forget what's out there, and so there's more resources than I ever dreamed that there would be out there. The Viability Program has allowed me to be more profitable, for sure, and I get to spend more time with my daughter.
You know, Steve Bick has helped me with one of my grants. Chris Lindgren helped with a business plan. So I think it's crucial to get help. Do I think it's a good idea? I think it's a great idea.
There's a million skills you need to have as a farmer, from fixing the tractor to doing the spreadsheets and QuickBooks and running your business. And I think we had a lot of the practical skills from our on-farm experience working for other people, but we needed to develop those business skills. That's, I think, where working with Sam helped us enormously.
Don't hesitate for a second to do the Viability Program. It will make it possible for you to keep farming. Because at the end of the day, it's a business first. It doesn't run without being financially sustainable. We just love farm viability, and it has been amazing for us. I hope you got that. I hope that's how you open.
It's still going.
Open and close.
Yeah, it's so great. We would not have been successful as farmers without it.